Today on the Berryman Academy, we'll be looking at a vital but often overlooked component, the oxygen sensor.
The Berryman Academy, where we explain some of those hard-to-understand automotive terms. We'll talk about engines, transmissions, rear-end differentials, and all the systems in between. It's the Berryman Academy. Berryman Academy.
Well, let's get started with our brief overview of the oxygen sensor. How it works is this. Essentially, the oxygen sensor's main purpose is to send your car's computer a signal that indicates how efficiently it's fueling the engine. The idea is to have just the right amount of air and fuel mixed together to get a clean burn and always maximum performance. That combination of air and gasoline is called an air-fuel ratio. Science tells us the best air-fuel ratio for gasoline engines is 14.7 grams of air for every 1 gram of fuel. Now, as a side note, the technical term for this is stoichiometric ratio, but no need to worry, you won't need to remember that term. Now, for gas-powered cars, the computer wants to maintain that 14.7 to 1 air-fuel ratio, and it's constantly making corrections to the amount of fuel it delivers to stay near that point. So to get the job done correctly, the oxygen sensor must send an accurate voltage signal to the computer about what the oxygen content is so it can make any necessary adjustments. The computer then either increases or decreases the amount of fuel delivered to the engine. If it senses a high air-fuel ratio, or one where there's more air than fuel, well then the computer adjusts to increase the fuel delivery. A low air-fuel ratio indicates that the engine is running rich, and the computer will need to reduce the fuel delivery. Again, the whole idea is to maintain that 14.7 to 1 air-fuel ratio. Also, while we're discussing this subject, I'd like to add one key point about how the oxygen sensor identifies the oxygen content. And that is, it compares the difference between the outside air and the engine exhaust. The air that surrounds the top side, or I guess you could say the outside of the oxygen sensor, is the standard that is used to generate the voltage signal. However, problems can occur if the lower side of the sensor, or the part that's in the exhaust stream, becomes contaminated with carbon or excessive fuel deposits. If that happens, the oxygen sensor may not report correctly or accurately, and that's when drivability concerns can occur. Fortunately, there are a number of solutions for this particular issue. The Berryman 4-Step Air, Fuel, and System Maintenance Kit, for example, is an outstanding solution for keeping oxygen sensors operating properly. When the engine is running properly, fuel efficiency is maximized, the car performs well, and simply put, it's fun to drive. For more information on the Berryman 4-Step Air and Fuel System Maintenance Kit, check it out at berrymanproducts.com. Thanks for checking out this edition of the Berryman Academy. Join us next time when we'll take a look at what it means to do an engine tune-up. If you like this video and want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. You won't miss another episode. See you next time.